I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. Let's press on to page 6 of the ABRSM Grade 3 Discovering Music Theory workbook. Here we look at the topic of an upbeat, or as is often called, an anacrusis. And this is where we have an incomplete bar at the beginning of a piece of music, and usually the bar is made up at the end to add up, so the kind of loops to match the maths. And you will find that the upbeat is reflected throughout the music and the phrase structure usually as well. And the reason that a composer would choose to do that is because naturally the first beat of a bar is accented. I'm sure there's kind of a very scientific reason for why this is so, but as far as I'm concerned, it's just magic. So if you're thinking in 3 beats per bar, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like an pa 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 pa, like a waltz feel. If there are 2 beats in a bar, you'd be counting 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 is stronger, like a march, left, right, left, right. You wouldn't say left, right, left, right. It's because the first beat of a bar in music is naturally accented. And so, for example, we hear this in speech and poetry all the time, where for some poems, they begin with a strong accent on the first word of the poem. For example, roses are red. Roses is strong. Whereas sometimes there's a lead in and then the accent comes in a later word, like a limerick. There once was a lady from Norwich. I just made that up. I don't know what that one is at all. I'm not sure I could finish that. But there once. And, you know, poets have gone into great lengths to maximise this musicality in speech. There's always that ti-tum, ti-tum, ti-tum. And so we're using that in music. And so even if there aren't any words, the composer may want a certain note to fall in the strong bit. And 1 and 2, 3. We don't want the strong beat to be on this note. We want it here. So the composer just aligns the music to where he wants the accents to fall. And that's why they will choose certain time signatures as well. And so it's as if you've got a kind of an invisible beat, 1, 2. You begin on beat 3. Now, the first beat of the bar is the downbeat. This lead-in is the upbeat, and that's to do when a conductor, when his baton goes down, or her baton goes down, that's always beat 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, showing the downbeat. If there are 2 beats in a bar, it's just down, up, 1, 2, 1, 2. If there are 4 beats in a bar, it's a bit more convoluted because you've got to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So the final beat is up, ready for the first beat of the bar to be down with the baton again. And so that would be the upbeat and 1, downbeat with the baton, because we want the music to follow the natural emphasis of the first beat of the bar being accented. And so we've got kind of an incomplete bar, which is made up at the end. However, you will find that very often it's reflected within, and 1 and 2, 3, 1, 2. Beat 3 is like a lead-in. That belongs to the next section, and 1 and 2, 3. And so you'll very often find the the anacrusis, or the upbeat of the beginning, is reflected throughout the piece. Maybe not always accurately, sort of mathematically so, the composer will sort of move things and stretch things, but generally speaking you will see that upbeat reflected throughout the piece of music. And so, our task isn't really made any more difficult. We've got to add the time signature to each of these melodies. However, the first beat won't really kind of give us the clue. We've got to look inside. If we got the final bar, we could add the final bar and the first bar, but we only have a short extract. And so we've got to look at just this one complete bar to give us the answer. Here and here won't tell us. Now we've got to choose whether we're counting in crotchet beats or quaver beats or minim beats, and then we need to find out how many beats per bar. And so we can see we've got a crotchet beat there, a crotchet beat there, a crotchet beat there, and a crotchet beat there. I guess you could argue that it could be 2 over 2, but you can see it's just beamed nicely in crotchet beats there. So I think 4 over 4 will answer that nicely. Now here we've got an upbeat. We've got a few bars to go at, but this bar will give us the answer nice and easy because we know that 2 semiquavers equals a quaver, and the fact that they are all beamed together tells us that we must be in 3 over 8. We can double check that because we've got a quaver there, 2 semiquavers is a quaver, 2 semiquavers is a quaver. Same again here, 1, 2, 3, so that's correct. And so now we have this next exercise. Again, this first bar won't really help us because that's the upbeat, the lead in to the strong beat 1. So we've got a quaver and a quaver rest, that gives us a crotchet. There's a crotchet, so we've got 2 crotchet beats per bar. We can double check, we've got a few more opportunities to double check. 4 semiquavers equals a crotchet, quaver and quaver rest equals a crotchet. We've got 2 crotchet beats per bar. There's crotchet, crotchet, so 2 crotchet beats per bar, 2 over 4. This final one, again, this first lead-in is not a complete bar. We need to look later. We've got 3 full bars to choose from. This one tells us nice and easy. We count in minim beats and there are 3 minim beats per bar. That's kind of it, but we can just double check. A semi-breve breaks into 2 minims. Dotted crotchet quaver gives us a minim. There's our 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is not a complete bar. And so that's enough information to tell us we are correct. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee. And for advert-free lessons, you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.